Hi, everyone. My name is Kristen Husted, and I am here to deliver a message about April's energy and what Sophia, who's known as the feminine essence of the Holy Spirit, or God within, is another way this beautiful wisdom is known as, is here to deliver to us what we can expect from April and the months moving forward. And so I'm just going to briefly talk a moment about me and my role in all this. I have to say, it takes, for me personally, it takes massive faith to get up here, massive courage. And I want to thank you guys for your support. I have met so many amazing, amazing people through this journey. And to me, it hasn't been an easy journey. And maybe I had some things to learn along the way. But the graciousness and the love that I have found through a lot of people who have been listening to this channel has been overwhelmingly touching. So I want to thank you. And I do want to say, I don't know if you can see this, I got a little surprise in the mail the other day, and it was from the Otter Spirit Company. And they sent me these three little bracelets, and each bracelet had what the stones are and what they mean, and each dollar that people spend on these bracelets, they give a dollar towards saving the sea otters. And so it was just a sweet, like, reminder again to me of the kindness that's out in the world. And so thank you, Otter Spirits, and for my gratitude, I'll put your link below this message. But again, just so much kindness. So I want to thank you, because it for me personally, it takes a lot of bravery to get up here. And yeah, every time I question whether I should do it, should I still be doing this? And when I ask for guidance, I always hear yes, keep going. And then when I look at these messages, I go, holy cow, like, they are very profound and they are higher wisdom. So I am honored just to be a delivery system. That's all I am. I am learning right along with you guys. But today's message is about April. And when I went in and asked what are some things we can look forward to for April and on, is that every day we're going to have a choice point. Every day we're going to have a decision to make, to choose fear or faith. And that's our life. It's constantly fear or faith. Am I going to walk into trusting that our God, source creator, has this, or I'm going to walk into fear? And each time we choose something that they're going to talk about, we make a decision, and then that, therefore, our life will reflect that decision. And they always say there's no right or wrong decision. So you can let go of that judgment, because they also say no judgment either. It's about purely learning. They say that these choice points, these decision points, will challenge us until we learn to stand firmly in the decision of faith. And that is why we're here. We're here to grow, learn, and love into our soul's true essence, into the true nature of who we are. And so again, these messages are so profound. They're very metaphorical. They weave stories in them. They weave bigger concepts in smaller, lighter, maybe vocabulary. So always ask for guidance when you hear any of these messages. Always tap within what you should hear or what you shouldn't hear, because this is your journey in life. Okay, so anyways, and again, they say always ask for guidance. They said the outside world is going to become more increasingly deceiving. And so we really need to tap into our own innate ability to decipher and discern what is truth and what is not. And because, as you guys all know, all those AI commercials and whatever they are doing with AI, it's very deceiving. So we must be on our game with our own intuition. So we must go within. And they're going to be quick, fast, fierce energies for the rest of the year. And especially in April is what I was asking for. They said Mother Earth is healing. And it's so cool because I can feel it too. I'm so sensitive to energy. And for the last 3 months or so, I couldn't take from Mother Earth. I felt like I always had to give love, which I want to, right? But it's constantly giving, giving, giving instead of taking from her. And lately I felt like can go down there. And a couple weeks ago, I was doing meditation, and I actually put my roots down, my metaphorical, like, roots down into the ground, where I'm securing myself into the earth. And I saw flowers and I saw growth in the earth. And I got the message that she is healing because of all our prayers. So keep it up, because how we treat each other and how we treat the earth with our thoughts, words, deeds, and actions does matter. It does matter. It changes things. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with this. Okay. So it says April is coming soon in your earthly calendar year, and there are many changes ahead. You will be guided each day to a choice point, a decision within your own life to choose faith or fear. These choice points will continue to press upon you until you stand firmly in the place of faith, knowing that we are here with you. Each of your lives is being guided in a wonderful and mysterious way as we continue to navigate every soul back into remembrance. The guidance you will receive will be subtle, like whispers within you, gently showing you the next step. Begin to learn how to go within and ask for help. You will not find true peace in the outside world, as it will become increasingly deceiving. It is being filled with confusion, misinformation, and distortion designed to control and instill fear. We recommend that you stay away from media platforms that do not empower you. Step away from the judgments of others and remain sober in mind and spirit. The energies of the dark forces will intensify in attempts to create confusion. But as we have told you, you must go within to a place deep inside, which is of trust and knowing. Within each person is a wellspring of eternal life and knowledge. This is who you are, a spark of the one pure source, our divine creator's love. As you go within, ask for our assistance. We understand the road ahead may seem confusing. Obstacles of darkness and deceit are placed before each person as a learning tool. Do not view them as anything else. Everything placed upon the earth is here to teach you. Enjoy this life of learning, for it is a privilege to be here, even though it may appear to be difficult at times. And now we speak of the energies ahead. The energy of April will move quickly, and confusion in the air will be strong. Stand firm in the compass of your heart. Wars and divisions may intensify, and those in positions of power may attempt at greater manipulation. Take your thoughts and attentions away from fear and place them within the eyes of love. If you attempt to view life from fear, confusion will arise. But if you remain in love, you will find stability. Love is the great stabilizer and equalizer. It provides a safe place to land. Mother Earth is beginning to heal. She feels the love and prayers of many and is slowly blooming with renewed support from her people. Please continue your prayers for her. She hears you. As we have said, each day is a choice point for humanity. We ask you to choose faith over fear. Have faith that this world is becoming a place of love. Hold compassion for your brothers and sisters. Love as if this transformation is already complete. And watch how love and hope begin to reshape the world. Nothing is outside of you. Be mindful of your thoughts, your words, your deeds, and your actions. Align them with your heart of pure love. Within your heart lies your deepest connection to the Creator's love. As you begin to realize your true power, you will no longer give your power away to fear. Know that there is great support upon the earth at this time. All across the cosmos, beings are witnessing how humanity is transforming and navigating these waters of change. We are with you. Love, Sophia. And so before I disconnect from this message, there's so many beautiful points in it. All right. So they keep saying every day we're going to have a choice point, and they will press firmly up against you until you come to the place of faith, knowing that we are with you, knowing that your true home is not here on this earth. And they keep saying this life is an illusion, it's a school. And so every time we walk away from fear and we walk into faith, your life is going to be transformed and your soul is going to be guided back into remembering who you are. So every time you have the courage to pierce through, every time you send love to something, every time you thank and forgive something that has hurt you, you must remember this is a game, it's an illusion to grow your soul. And every time you can pierce through that, you are going to have more and more of remembrance of who you are. And so they said the guidance will be subtle and it will be gentle, like whispers, and they will gently guide us to the next step. Begin to learn to go within and ask for help. And so I do teach my intuitive mastery courses and even my Reiki courses, the very first thing that we all need to do is quiet our minds. And so find some sort of meditation or some sort of routine that helps you to let go of the chatter in your mind. If that is just being out in nature, or if that is being in water, or whatever it is that brings you peace, do that daily so that you can hear the subtle whispers in your heart. It's really hard to hear guidance when we're so busy and our mind is writing some story of lack of or not enough and fear when they're saying, hey, we're here, we want to help you. And so they said, keep going within because the outside world is going to get more deceiving. And those outside forces of fear are going to get louder and louder and louder. So they said, we recommend you stay away from media platforms that do not empower you. But most importantly, I think they're saying here is walk away from judgments of others and remain sober in mind and spirit. Because when you judge, you're placing a judgment, you're placing a condition that you're right and they're wrong. And as we've been learning from Sophia, from this Holy Spirit, this wisdom of ages, is that all are on their path of learning and we're all here to learn it. Everything in front of us is a school, an illusion, a play. And when you can start to look at this life as an illusion, as a play, you will start to back away from the judgments and come into true love. And they keep talking about this love, this love, this love will transform. Well, really, that love is not the kind of love that you and I give when we feel love. Like, oh, I love you if you love me. It is our God source creator's love. It is unconditional love. It is unconditional. So when you can give unconditional love and forgiveness to something that has hurt you, you are going to, what they say later in this message, you are going to pierce through the veil and you are going to come into the remembrance of who you are. Because what they're saying is you are a true spark of the one source, pure source, our divine creator's love. That is what you are. And anything outside of that is not the truth. So every time I start to believe a lie, because my head will tell me, like, you're not worthy, or you're this, or people think that, or whatever it is I am creating in my mind, I'll stop myself and I go, no, 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 I am enough. I am built in the image of our creator. And when I can come to that place of peace, then anything outside of me, I can just thank it. Like, thank you so much again for pointing me back to who I am. So remember, what they're saying is everything outside of us is a lesson. Do not view it as anything else. Everything placed upon the earth is here to teach you. And I'll say that again. They're saying everything placed upon the earth is here to teach you. So they said, enjoy this life of learning, for it is a privilege to be here, even though it can seem difficult at times. So again, they're saying the April energy will be confusion and it'll be strong and it'll be fast energy in April. And the wars and division may intensify. Okay. And the greater manipulation of the powers to be might come. It'll start to confuse you. Stay away from media that confuses you. And they said, take hold of your hearts and take your attention away from fear and place them on the eyes of love. Again, not our earthly thought of what love is. It is unconditional forgiveness, gratitude, love for everything that is in front of us. Because they said every time that we do that, we are going to help stabilize and equalize what is going on only in our lives, not only in our lives, but also in the world. Because again, they said nothing is outside of yourself. And I love this one. Mother Earth is beginning to heal. I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. And I'll tell you, I wasn't feeling it at the beginning of the year. I was not feeling it. She was unstable and not happy. And now I'm like, I feel it. I feel it. So please continue the prayer, is what they're asking you to do. And she gets healed also when you love each other, because that love energy is what is bringing this harmony into the world and healing her and us. And okay, so I'll keep going here. So again, they're saying every day is a choice point for humanity. Choose fear over faith. And every time we hold compassion for our brothers and sisters, our love is transforming. And every time we see something and someone whole, healthy, and complete, we are reshaping the world. Nothing is outside of ourselves again. So be mindful of your heart, be mindful of your thoughts, words, deeds, and actions, and align them to pure love. Okay, so again, if you've been following these messages, you create your reality with your mind, with your thoughts, with what you align to. And so what they've been asking us all along with this beautiful, holy, um, spirit wisdom is asking us to do is to capture our thoughts, words, deeds, and actions and align them to forgiveness and love and gratitude. And when we do that, we are going to help change not only our lives, but the lives around us. And so they said, thank you. We're with you. So again, so April's energy is going to be wonderful, fierce, fast moving. Nothing is outside you. Everything is within. Ask for guidance. Be an observer of life. Don't get caught up in the story. Gratitude and love, true forgiveness of yourself and others will transform you and pierce the veil, and you will find you come into remembrance of who you are. And every time you walk into remembrance of who you are, you'll start to get those gifts of your true I am spirit. Your true spirit spiritual gifts will start to come online. So there's a lot to be gained from walking away from this illusion in life. And so again, thank you everyone for joining me. A lot of beautiful messages coming through. I'm going to try to get up on a little more than I have been lately. It's just been a little busy, but know that those wisdom messages are on my website, and then use your discernment. Always ask for guidance as you go through life. Thank you and have a great day.